Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Off the Shelf Reviews. This is Red Dead Adventures with me, Iain Buckingham, and boom, back in it, baby. It's Wednesday, it is the 9th of October 2019, and before I get fully into this, I would just like to use this as a chance to wish my amazingly beautiful and awesome wife, Linda Buckingham, a very happy birthday. As some of you might know, as fans of the show, followers of the show, I have got the lucky courtesy of having my close friend's birthday and my wife's birthday within like 24 hours of each other. Morning, Seed Hill. How you doing? Hey, matey. I'll have to go in 15 minutes. Ah, man, where are you going, Seed Hill? What you got planned this morning? Must be something important that you can't stay for the stream, but hey ho, you know, maybe just slip it onto your phone. Maybe just plug your headphones in. Yeah, so obviously I had Gary's birthday yesterday. Managed to get. Oh no, I got his presents over to him Monday actually. So that was good. I'm still waiting for one of his presents to come in. But the other one he got yesterday, and we were planning on going to see the Joker together yesterday morning, but I had to obviously deal with Dylan's burn nurse coming over. So obviously family takes precedence over those kind of things. But I know Gary went and saw it, and I'm hearing some great things. And then today is my wife's birthday. And I've already got her present all sorted. I think I already told you guys, just in case I haven't. She's going to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show in our local theatre on Friday. She's taking a bunch of her girlfriends to go see it, which will be cool, you know. So there'll be many a glass of wine drunk and lots of women in fishnets and men in fishnets and dancing and singing and all that kind of stuff. Which I'm kind of. I mean, it's not like I chose to miss it, but you know, the fact that the wife had arranged. My camp's being pitched. Where's my camp being pitched to? You know, the wife arranged to head out with her friends, her girlfriends. I was like, yeah, no, you do that. You go do that. So. That's all set for her. Right, okay, challenges. 149 days. Man, if I get this one done today, I'm on 150 days in a row. Oh, that's class. Morning, Davey. Morning, boss. How'd it go with Dylan's nurse? Sorry, I've said it already. Yeah, no, it went fine. She said it's all good. The wounds are, you know, it's kind of... The burns are just kind of like skinning off now. You know, it's kind of like a sunburn, but it's still kind of red. So obviously we're told to keep an eye on that and make sure that obviously we apply cream moisturizer to it. So he's back to school now, which is fine. All of his friends were like questioning him, like what was it like to get burned, and how, you know, what was it like to be sat at home doing nothing and playing Dragon Quest all the time. So that was kind of fun. But I got some bad news yesterday. You ready for this? I'm heading to Valentine. I don't know which way I'm going. Look this way. I'm going to Valentine this way. So yeah. So as some of you might know, yeah, hello nurse. Yeah, I didn't do that when she turned up because that would have just been really irresponsible. But for some of you might know, I was waiting for Doom Eternal, which was going to be coming out 13 days after my birthday in November. Well, it's not now. There was an announcement yesterday from id Software to say that they have put the game back until March. I don't know if my silence says a lot, you know. I'm bummed. Don't get me wrong, I'm like totally bummed that I have to wait. But at the same time I'm still playing this, which which I'm kind of happy. You know, like if I had nothing else to play, I'd probably be really pissed off. Like I'd have to fill my time with other stuff. When all I want to do is this one thing. But because I've got this thing going on, Red Dead going on as well, part of me is like, yeah, I'm all cool. You know, I can wait till March. You know, they put out this Twitter post to say, look, you know, we don't feel it's at its complete process yet. We want to add some other things in. Maybe they've just tried a little bit too much. Somebody said to me yesterday that maybe the special edition that comes with the life-size Doom helmet, maybe they haven't made enough. Maybe it's not been, you know, maybe it's not been manufactured well enough that they're like, look, we're not selling this for 200 quid with our name on it, because Jesus Christ, if that happens, we will lose so much respect. But they also said that anybody who's pre-ordered the game will get Doom 64 for free on Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. I don't know if they're, you know, it's a code that you can only do it on one console. But they have just said, you know, because it was going to be like 15 quid to buy. But to get it for free now, I'm like, you know, Doom 64 was like the one Doom game that I played and never got a chance to properly complete because I only was able to borrow it off of a friend. So I rushed through the game. You know, I kind of cheated in a couple of sections just to get myself. I've got no more fish. Fracker, I'll have to go get some fish. I was hoping I had enough fish, but I don't have enough flaky fish. So part of me is just like, okay, I can do that. What am I looking at? I'm looking at my challenges. Visit the shop in Blackwater. I should probably get that one done first. I need to get my camp active. And I want to get my bounties up. So I need to go to Blackwater. Okay. And I need to get some fish. So part of me is just like, yeah, okay. You know, I can wait. And also, oh Jesus, with that pause, I thought it was going to be something personal and horrifying. No disrespect for the Doom fandom. No, man, you know, obviously if it was something personal, I probably wouldn't mention it on here. I probably wouldn't even be on if if there was something family-wise. But at the same time, I like talking to you guys, so you know, I probably would. But I also, you know, because this game was going to be so expensive for everybody in my family to put together, it incorporated my Christmas, my birthday, and my Father's Day present all in one from the family. And yesterday I was just like, oh shit, you know, I'm not going to get anything for my birthday or for my Christmas, you know? I'm going to have to go all the way through, like, the holidays without anything. And then, maybe it's me, maybe I'm old. Hey, I visited the shop, bang, got it. Maybe I'm just, like, gotten past that stage, but I was like, you know what, I'm good. I don't have to, I don't need to have something on those days, because I've already got something coming. I can maybe just wait. And the wife said to me yesterday, she was just like, I'm going to have to get you something. And I was just like, you don't have to get me something. She's like, well, obviously I have to. I have to get you something for you to open on those days. And I said to her, I said, well, that's down to you if you want to do that. But I'm not going to force it because... Sorry, just got used to bad news from all sides, but on edge right now. Anyways, man, yeah, you gotta kind of expect it, haven't you? Bad news nowadays is like a cup of coffee in the morning. You wake up, you go, oh, it's bad news. So I'm sorry if I made obviously the news sound really, really bad, and it's just me complaining about not getting Doom. Maybe that was just like, you know, bad taste on my part. But at the same time, as a bonus, I was kind of like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need to have something. You know how some people are just like, well, you've got to get me something now for my birthday. I'm like, I said to the wife last night, I'm like, look, it's your birthday tomorrow. I don't want you worrying about it, okay? you know, it's not going to be flaky fish yet. You know, it's not going to be for at least a month until my birthday, and then even then, I'm going to have to wait a little while longer for it. I was going to have to wait a little while longer for it to come out anyway, so I'm good. You know, I've got the wife's birthday to do, I've got the son's birthday to do, I've got the stepson's birthday to do, I've got family Christmas to do. It's just all over. Fuck you, give me a username. Ian, you're missing Scotland versus Russia. Am I? Let me just turn this off right now and rush to put it on. No. I'm guessing that's rugby. I'm guessing that's rugby. Obviously, as you can tell by my enthusiasm towards the sport, that I have no idea if that is or not. What's the score? Is the score going well? Hoping so. Like big respect to all these sports players doing the thing. Where is this thing? Is it over here? It's usually behind this. Usually over here. There it is. It's usually down here. Pow. Got a card. I stopped having a birthday 7 years ago when my daughter was born on mine. Davey. Yeah. Actually, Davey, you're actually really lucky because when your daughter gets older, she's gonna have to sort your shit out. Morning, Malcolm. Adelaide. Clint Eastwood, yeah. Scotland are winning something. Let's just celebrate that. Hey, we whooped the ass off the English, if you remember that. We built them like a really tiny wall and they got lost. So, is this somebody's... What is this? I can't integrate with that. Oh, it's because my mission's about to start. I was going to steal that guy's thing. He's looking at that card as well. So yeah, so that was a bit sad finding out about Doom yesterday. But you know, I'm good. I'm good. I can hold up. I've got Red Dead. You know, I've got my missions to do. You know, it's all good. And it's like a friend of mine said to me yesterday. He said, you know, you're waiting for this game to come out. You want it to be 110%, don't you? Hey, Matt Midgley. You know, I don't want to get burned again like I did with Colonial Marines. You know, I don't really want to get burned again like I did with Duke Nukem Forever. You know, so I'm kind of cool. I'm kind of cool to hold back on it. So, like I said, I'm not ranting. I'm actually wanting people to know that maybe I've matured. Yeah, right. Like I've matured. But actually, it's not maturity. It's more of a I'm not thinking just about myself. You know, I'm really excited about this present, but it's so expensive, and I've got a whole other family to take care of that. You know, I'll wait till March. I'm gonna wait till March. Christmas Day will come. My birthday will come. I'll still have shit to do. I'll still have people to hang out with. So I'm all good. Yeah, I was going to get to Dawn of the Dead in a minute, Colin, so I will be on that one in a minute. Scotland are winning at egg football, are they? Yes. Yes, they are winning at that. So, coming off the back of Doom, before I get to Dawn of the Dead, well, no, actually, joining in with Dawn of the Dead, I want to bring up a comment that I read on there this morning, which... I have been obviously advised by my family and Gary not to get involved in heated arguments with people trolling us on Facebook and YouTube, because it's just an ongoing battle, isn't it, with douchebags. Let's use the word douchebags. We'll use that for the moment. And obviously, for a while, I see some comments, and I'm like, man, I really want to write this comeback, but it'll just turn into a long, long war that I'm not really fussed with getting involved in. But it's kind of peed me off. But we got a comment yesterday from Jose Hunter on the Dawn of the Dead review. Right, let me just check what this challenge is before I go too far. I've got to hog tie with a reinforced lasso, and then lasso him from horseback. Okay. What's that? Is that a bear? I think that's a bear over there.
Get the hell out of there.
Oh, fuck you, friend. Okay, they're spreading. Oh, no. Get the target. He's gone. Go, 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 go. You ain't getting off. You ain't running. Where are you running to, son of a bitch? Artex is a lot faster than your horse. Yeah, anyway, so this Jose Hunter wrote a comment on Dawn of the Dead. And what really caught me off first was the fact that he wrote about how he'd been a fan a while ago, but he'd left and then come back. And that we were fatter than usual. Which, you know, I'm not a guy who's really worried about his weight. Like, I eat. Because, like, when I was younger, growing up in, like, the 80s and 90s, if you didn't eat what your parents gave you, you did not eat. So, oh, fuck, I'm on fire. So, like, when it comes to food, like, people will moan at me because I eat so much. But that's because, I grew up with not really a lot. Son of a bitch. I grew up with not really a lot, so if you didn't eat your food when you got it, you did not eat, And I was also raised in the mentality that you finish everything on your plate. You finish everything on your plate or you are getting nothing else. So you finished everything on your plate. So just take that into account. I'm a big eater and I love my food, and I will fill my plate up and eat it until I'll be that fat guy from friggin' Seven, just kind of keep shoveling it in. A, because it tastes good. B, because there's stuff on it. I don't know. I'm just a big eater. So immediately this guy mentions about us being fat, which, as some of you are fans of the show, Gary's not fat. So, the fact that you're going to call both of us fat is really stupid because, alright, okay, I've got a belly. I don't care. I drink beer. I'm cool. But, if Gary's being considered fat compared to me, then, I think you really need to obviously get your eyes tested. But it's the fact that the guy also finished off the comment about, he said, are we still giving lots of love to the white supremacist viewer base that we have, otherwise known as the Trump youth? Now, like I said, I'm not allowed, really. Well, I say I'm not allowed. I'm allowed. But I'm kind of advised not to write anything to these people. But nobody said anything about me advertising it to other chauffeurs who might actually go over and say something back to him. It's not like I'm trying to enforce vigilantism. But I also kind of understand the whole concept that trolls need to be burnt out from underneath their bridges. And, need to go back inside their caves. And what the hell is Trump youth? I don't actually... I couldn't... My mind was boggled by this comment by this guy. Suggested vigilantism. Yeah, well, I don't know if people are as confused. Like I said, I think I'm smart, but at the same time, other people are like, no, you're not. And I'm like, okay, I'll agree. But Trump youth, Gary and I have been doing Off the Shelf for so long. We were doing videos when Barack Obama was, president. And, my hatred towards Donald Trump is unmeasurable. I'm pretty sure I'm smarter than Donald Trump. He's richer, don't get me wrong, but I'm smarter. And Trump youth. Now, as soon as I say the word or hear the word Trump youth, it makes me think of Hitler Youth.
You damn idiot.
And Hitler Youth, the Hitler Youth, the Nazi Youth. Like, I'm really confused by it. Like, are Trump youth young kids today who are pissed off that we're trying to cut down on their internet usage, and we're trying to morning Bert and Guna.
Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. Blu-ray Hunter. He's saying Trump youth like the youth Hitler supporter groups of Nazi Germany. Exactly. So I'm like my mind boggles because I thought the bigger supporters of Donald Trump were older people who obviously wanted him to build a wall to get rid of the Mexicans. And obviously the young people were against that. Or that's so I understood. Because young people nowadays are not exactly big fans of racism. But to call us out that we're Trump supporters, especially on the Dawn of the Dead video, I'm like, what? Wouldn't pay attention to this asshole. All his channel is Earth, Wind and Fire videos with some George Bench in front of him, probably a troll or a nut. Well, I thought he was a troll. When you say Earth, Wind and Fire videos, are we talking like the 70s dance group? Earth, Wind and Fire? Because I like Earth, Wind and Fire. So, like, didn't they do that September song? And it was September, oh yeah. Is that, yeah, that's a right? So yeah, so like I like that band, and I hate Trump. So like I totally get that this guy is like being a troll, but does intelligence drop when people like people write this shit and go, oh, I'm being really smart and I can't wait for these guys to comment back, but we're not. So what's going on there? There was another comment I read this morning on our Mystery Men video. This guy put a massive one on there about the hidden symbolism in the movie Mystery Men, which is actually based around the 9/11 terrorist attack. And it's a massive, huge comment. It takes all of the characters and basically breaks them down into what he says are the symbols of groups around the world. Like, I was amazed. Like, Mystery Men is just a comic book movie to me. And if there is hidden symbolism, nobody has ever mentioned it to me. Even Gary didn't ever mention it to me. And, Gary's pretty much probably the smartest person I know. Well, no, actually, Linda's the smartest person I know. Just some days, Dylan is the smartest person I know. Jesus. So, all I say is, regardless of your opinions on anything, as long as you respect someone's right to have a different opinion, we're cool. Yeah, I mean, people can have different opinions.
I almost didn't recognize you.
Oh, I can send mail now. Yay!
As long as you can cover postage.
Naturalist item. A collection of items from nature. I get $70 for that shit. Yeah, okay, I'll send that shit.
This will get there safe and
cool.
sound.
I did a Madame Nazar weekly list. Woohoo! Cool. I hadn't actually done that yet. But for that guy to bring up Trump for no reason suggests he's an attention seeker. Yeah, I kind of thought that as well. Most, Gary says it. Gary said, like, look, most people who are doing that kind of shit are just kind of looking for you to come back at them so that they can say something back. And it's just, I got another treasure map there. It's just an ongoing thing. And so obviously that's why I don't get involved in it. There was probably a time I would have been all over him like a cheap suit and just been like, what the fuck are you going on about? But then at the same time, they just want that attention, don't they? So white supremacist group. I would just like to point out to anybody who doesn't get it from me at the moment, Gary and I are not big political supporters. We don't vote. Well, I don't vote. Gary does. Oh, Gary has? I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check. Like, some days Gary doesn't even leave the house. You ever seen Pi? That guy with the drill who drills himself in his head? Sometimes Gary gets to that point. I'm just like, okay. You got a good point there, Blu-ray Hunter. You just ignore them, don't you? And they'll go, oh, I'll go off and do something else. It's really quite sad because it's like bullying, isn't it? You know, some of these people have been bullied in their past and now are seeking to send out some of their aggression into the world. And by kind of bad mouthing and bullying other people into doing stuff, you know, and it takes you back to that age-old thing of, well, I was just saying it for a laugh. It was just a comment. It's like you have to be careful. I know this particularly personally. You have to be very, very, very careful with what you say, when you say, and how you say. And if you are not contemplating all of those things before you open your mouth, and I'll admit I'm not one of those people. If you're not contemplating that before, you know, you're going to drop yourself into a minefield of shit because there are going to be a lot of people who get offended by you. And you can turn around and say, well, I don't care, and walk away, but people will just hate on you. Morning, Trailer Park Bubbles. Oh, you can tell he's a Trailer Park Boys fan. I have never actually gotten around to watching it. My friends have given me shit in the past that I've never watched Trailer Park Boys, but I'm like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff to watch. I just, you know, I keep having a hard time trying to keep up on it all. Hey, Addams Family. I just noted how you played your name there. Hey, Addams Family. Who said Day of the Dead was going up? I mean, what would make you think that Day of the Dead's going to be going up at any point? Just because Night of the Living Dead went up last week and Dawn of the Dead went up this week, I wouldn't put money on it. I mean, maybe tomorrow we might put up that movie Mask with Cher and Eric Stoltz. You know, you never know. But, you know. I know a lot of people are looking for it. I'm wide awake now. I might hop on my Xbox now, but forget I have to download this game again. Blu-ray Hunter, if you've got to go to sleep, then you have to go to sleep, man. You know, you've got to get your sleep so you're up and awake for being able to do other stuff. Wanted Dead or Alive, Alice Rosewood. While attempting to steal several horses from the local stable where he worked, Boland beat the stable boy to the point of unconsciousness and later death. Harsh. Alice Rosewood is wanted for murder. I'm going to go with... Alice, you got more money. Actually, I'll come back for you, Alice. I'm going to go for James. He beat a boy unconscious, and so personally I want to beat the fuck out of him as well. This is 30 frames per second. Trailer Park, I'm gonna say, yeah, I don't know. I don't. I'm playing this on Xbox One. Blu-ray Hunter, if you ever want to join on, you are more than welcome. Obviously, just take the time to download it and then join me on. Morning, Sergeant Ruffles. How you doing? Yeah, I'm playing this on Xbox One at the moment, Trailer Park. So if it's playing at it, then it is. Obviously, I'm running it through the Elgato, which is obviously playing through the streamer, which is obviously, so there might be some issues. Yesterday, I was bounty hunting and I took my wagon out, and my wagon was purple. It was purple and red, which some of you are like, well, what's so weird about that? It's normally gunmetal grey. And so to see that it was red, it was all pixelated as well, which was really, really weird. I haven't taken it out today, so I haven't checked it again. But obviously, I know that Rockstar are on this shit. I mean, the PC version of this is gonna blow minds. It's really, really gonna blow minds. The level of detail. Yeah, I still think they're gonna suffer from some problems. And so the fan base or the PC gamers are probably going to take it real personal if the game isn't 120% perfect day of release. But then what the fuck are they going to do anyway? They're just going to mod it, make it look sharper and shinier. Which, in all honesty, when sometimes you put those mods on games, they actually make it look more plastic. And for me, it loses that grainy appeal of just being a game. It becomes so shiny and so good looking. It just becomes, it actually becomes horrible to look at. Like, people say that to me. They're like, oh, your game has to run 72 frames per second in 1080 high definition HP fucking brown source, you know, if it's not the best of the best of the best, sir, with honors, then I'm not bothered. And I'm like, does the game run? Yeah, cool. You know, I grew up playing Nintendo and had to blow into my cartridge, you know, pretty much all the time just to play Mario. So I ain't bothered. If the computer turns on, I'm happy. So, but Dawn of the Dead. Obviously, I did say this. I was gonna. Ooh, gotta wait for the target to arrive. I did say I was gonna wait till Friday, but obviously because we're doing kind of double videos at the moment, you know, and I was coming on today, I thought, yeah, screw it. So, how have you guys found Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead? Blu-ray Hunter, did you know that part of Dawn of the Dead where the cop shoots the zombie and his head explodes was really a dummy of Ken Foree that they were going to use for the suicide ending? I believe that's the head was Galen Ross. Or, well, that's, well, obviously I've been told in the past that it was supposed to be Galen Ross that they were making the head for, which failed. And so that's why they obviously changed it. But I can see the Ken Foree thing, because obviously when the door opens, it's a black guy, basically, you know, with an afro. Rhodes, look! Oh, we're talking Day of the Dead. Look at that, Rhodes. Choke on him. Choke on him. I don't know if Gary's awake at the moment, or if he heard that. So, right, okay. Where is the target? I believe the target is over there. He's coming in. Or he will be coming in a minute. Let's see if we can get up on top of the roof even more. Nope, can't get on top of the roof. Let's sneaky. What's that? The red targets all over the place. I cannot. There's nothing on the map. He says he's arrived, but he's not on the map. So, sneaky. Oh, there he is. There he is. He just popped up on the map. So. Okay.
Hey, get out of there! Right now!
Go. Bowlers. He's gonna make a run for it. Oh man, they run so fucking fast sometimes. Come on. Go. Got him. Yeah. Oh, no, that way. Where do you think you were going, fool?
Someone do something!
Where do you think you were going? You think you were trying to make a run for it, boy? You ain't going nowhere, fool. I love dispensing justice in this game. I only shot one guy back then, which was really cool. Do you believe that young Rhodes was featured in Dawn of the Dead? You know, it's like I said in the review, when I was younger and I had the films to watch, you know, I made up my own stories about what happened, because obviously, like Gary says, you know, the stories don't connect. I should actually get some collectibles. The stories don't connect, so the characters are all actually completely different. But I like to make those stories up, you know. Galen, like I said, I did firmly believe that Galen Ross had given birth to the scientist in Day of the Dead, because there was no backstory to the scientist, and there was, you know, you didn't know how long the time had been between. Oh shit! Oh man! There. You didn't know the time between Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead. So, to me, obviously, the fact that Dawn had come out in '78 and Day had come out in well, what was it? Was it 80 something? 89? I think. There was at least a good 10 years. So, you know, I just made the story up. I was young at the time, you know, so I was just like, yeah, that's how I make the films all conjunction together. You know, when you're watching things like Terminator and Aliens, where all their stories make sense and connect, you know, and then you're watching a film series that you're really enjoying that don't connect, you just start to make it up. So when I saw, because I didn't see Rhodes in the original version that I watched on TV. That had been shortened down and had certain scenes omitted. Like I didn't see the kid killing scene the first time. I didn't see Rhodes. Some of the gore had been taken out. And then I watched Dawn of the Dead, saw Rhodes for the first time. Then saw Day of the Dead, sorry, for the first time. Saw Rhodes for the first time. Then went back and watched extended versions of Dawn of the Dead. Seeing Rhodes in there, I'm like, oh yeah, they're the same dude, you know. And that's where like I said, I made up that story. Gary obviously is adamant, and he's like, no, it's not that. And I'm like, well, that's your choice. So I absolutely love Dawn of the Dead. I mean, somebody commented on there yesterday. So like I said, I've been following all the comments. I follow all the comments on our YouTube channel, and some of them I will pick out and be like, what the hell? And somebody called us out, like, because Gary obviously calls it the ultimate zombie movie for him.
I'm out of here.
And this guy comes back and he's like, no, it's not. 28 days later is better. Well, actually, he called it 30 days later, which I was just like, that's wrong. 28 days later is better. The remake Dawn of the Dead is better. And I was just like, your logic is unsound, because without Dawn of the Dead, you wouldn't have those films. The Terminator movies make sense. 1, 2, and 3 made sense. I mean, after that, I have no idea. Without Dawn of the Dead doing what it did back in '78, obviously you wouldn't have no remake, and obviously you wouldn't have. Well, maybe you would have Danny Boyle trying his new thing. It was Danny Boyle, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was Danny Boyle.
Don't you run away
But you
from
can
me.
also tell that there's a lot of inspiration from Dawn of the Dead in 28 Days Later. And you know that Danny Boyle must have been, the director of 28 Days Later, must have been a fan and watched it and went, I want to make a horror movie, but I don't want it to, oh crap, the motherfucker ran away. He made a run for it!
Someone do something.
Ah, man, you know what? Come here.
I don't deserve. No, God, no.
You lucky I don't beat the shit out of you unconscious like you did that fucking boy.
You can rot in hell.
Yeah, well, you can suck my dick. Which one of us is going to do that first is entirely up to you, friend, because I am feeling a bit horny today. Dogs can't look up. 28 Days Later was okay. 28 weeks later was awful. 28 Days Later, I think, is really, really good. Simply because there were not that many British horror movies to that standard, 28 Days Later scared the shit out of me because I can't run that fast. I'm a fighter. I'd have to stand there and fight, and I know, once they bite you, you turn, so they'll leave you. It's not like some zombie movies where they eat you and damage you enough that you can't come back, or you come back,
There you go.
unable to properly fight. In 28 Days Later, it's like they bite you and you turn, and then once you turn, you're just another one of the horde. Cock it. Any of you CUNTs want a drink? Love that line. I just saw that the remake Dawn of the Dead. I did like, actually. I know it's kind of sacrilege to say that after the fact I've given all the love to George A. Romero's original. But it was all the little nods. It was all, they made them running zombies. Not infected like 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later is an infected movie, not a zombie movie. The ones in Dawn of the Dead are zombies. They are dead people that have come back to life. 28 Days Later are not dead people who have come back to life. They're people who are just infected with rabies. 28 Days Later is up there with Rabid, David Cronenberg's Rabid. But I liked all the little nods. Like they didn't have to. Zack Snyder did not have to nod back to the other movies, you know. But it's like just that little store in the shopping mall. I think it's called Galen Ross. I think it's called. You know, on the woman from the original. You know, and that's, you know, little nods like that is, you know, really, really, really cool. I like the gun shop owner. I think that whole rescue is completely demented. Like if anybody ever decided to plan like that, to me, like he could have just, they could have done anything with rope over the tops of the zombies, but they didn't. They decided to send a dog, which instead has a woman who's completely fearful for the dog. Yeah, her dad had died, so she was a bit upset. But don't risk the lives of everybody else just for a dog. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love animals, but the zombies weren't even noticing him. So why? Why, oh why, oh why? Where's this guy? Where is this guy? He's coming up the road, so I just need to turn left here. So, supposedly Snyder will start Army of the Dead, and it's unsure if it's a sequel to Dawn 2004. We need more. We need more zombie movies. You know, The Walking Dead. I want to shoot all those pigs. I want to shoot all those friggin' pigs. That's not okay. We need more zombie movies. I love zombie movies. I love zombies. And is he coming? Is she coming? Sorry. I'm gonna take my shotgun. And does it need cleaning? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh shit, I'm on the far already. Oh, the guy's got a Gatling gun. What? Fuck. Bitch! Ah! The gun! Watch out for the gun, Ian! Watch out for the gun! Okay, hello. Thank you. Okay, right. This way. Huh. No! No regrets! No regrets, no surrender! You've all just bought yourself time in the graveyard. Oh shit, I need to pop one of them. And then I need to pop that guy. That's a fucking headshot. Oh, and a headshot again. You know they ain't coming back as zombies. Fuck you! Oh, just hear the splatter of it. This shit's better than I got! Oh, I should totally take that guy out. Oh, Jesus, wet! Okay. He's gonna shoot that cover down. Why aren't you dead? She's still in the building, isn't she? Yep, she's still there. Okay. Okay, right, sorry, I'm concentrating on taking this shit out at the moment. Got him. Oh. Don't. Sorry, I know I should be talking about Dawn of the Dead, but there are like 4 guys coming on me at the moment. They just seem to be spawning. Oh shit, it is actually a harder setting. Gotcha. Got him as well. Got that guy too. And that guy. Right. What will you stop? No, you're not allowed to shoot me too. I'll pop that. No, then we need to pop that one. That one. That's what I want to pop. Ow! Stop. Shh. Oh, there's a fucking thing in the way. You're making me. Jesus Christ, Maggie. Fight Maggie from friggin' landed. Walking Dead, sorry. Old Tom Gin bottle. That's what I want. Hey, alcoholic bottles. I just showed Well, Ian, I'm going to try and get some sleep. See you later, man. Yeah, take it easy, Blu-ray. Like I said, people need to get that sleep. You take it easy. Addams Family. I would love to do a review of the original Return of the Living Dead series, but I don't think that they should make any more. After the third one, they all just went pants. Necropolis is terrible. The other one after that is even worse. So, Mr. Energy 1987. I like you have been on us for like what 2 weeks now with that 3 o'clock high review. We would love to do a review of 3 o'clock high, but I think I mentioned to you on Facebook that obviously we have a Patreon list which we are going through at the moment, and I understand that not a lot of people have money to put towards donating to the show. But obviously just to make this clear to you that you'll probably get more annoyed at us to not reviewing it than we will get with you by you constantly asking for it. Simply because, and I mean this in the deepest amount of respect to you, because obviously we love our fans. We love all of our fans. We love the chauffeurs. There's something in here. I can hear something around here. But because we have the set way of how we do the reviews, because obviously we'd like to be able to get properly paid for it. But like I said, I understand not everybody has money. Is that if you'll keep asking and it won't come, the review won't come. And like I said, I mean this really, really nicely, and it won't come simply because we have such a massive Patreon list to go through. Like, we've got the Halloween reviews to go through. I can hear something. There's something around here. We've got the Halloween reviews to go through. We've got a whole month of Patreon reviews to do after that, and then on top of that, we've got the new year. I need to take her back to camp. Oh, there it is. We've got the new year of requests to come through. We're getting Patreon paid for requests coming in pretty much every day. So I'd like to say to you now, while I have your attention, and obviously to anybody else who probably obviously also thinks the same thing, we would love to take your film review and do it, but we have a long list of priority films that will come before your review. So if you ever get the chance to donate to the show, even if it's just one donation, then send a donation, put your film request in. And like I said, I understand not everybody can afford it, so if that's all you can do, that's all anybody can do. But just be aware that obviously if you'll keep dropping it. Like, there's a guy on there who keeps like he just drops different reviews that we should do. Like, can we do the Godzilla Planet of the Monsters
Got him alive.
films? Can we do the live action Sonic movie? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do this? Can we do that? And it is just constant with the fact of saying, well, yeah, we can, but we've got others to do. So if you obviously keep commenting, then that's cool. Just don't get annoyed that it never comes up, because we got, man, my gun needs going, because we've got a massive list of stuff to do. So I just wanted to throw that one out there. Sergeant Ruffles, The Walking Dead is on its last legs, in my opinion. I've got to admit this. I got Gary to get me the newest, or the last newest season. because I hadn't watched it. I hadn't watched The Walking Dead since after they killed Negan. Not killed Negan. They injured Negan. And I ended on that season, and I was like, yeah, I'm all good. And then the new season started, and the Whisperers came on, and I missed the first episode, and I was like, oh, I'll catch up on it. And then before I knew it, the whole half season had gone. It had taken its break. I still hadn't watched it, and I was like, oh, well, I'll get to it. And then the second half of the season came, and I hadn't watched it. And I said to Gary, I said, look, can you see if you can, get some of the episodes for me to watch? And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And so he did. And I've got them, and I still haven't watched it. And the new season started, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm, hey, there's my girl, Jessie Merriweather. Where you been, girl? Where you been? I ain't spoken to you in ages. I'm going to shout out to my girl, Jessie. She a big time follower. She a big time fan. I want to watch The Walking Dead. I really, really do. But part of me just, the kid jail. Part of me is just like, I'm good. I got my zombies. I'm stood on something. Something is nearby. What is nearby? Is it in the tree? I'm always feeling something vibrate. Let me check my metal detector, just to make sure my metal detector's out. Nope. So it's something else around here. This way? Oh, there it is. There it is. It's a bitter... No, that's bitterweed. Oh, it's a flower. Boom. 2 out of 3 weekly stuff's fine. Man, I ain't even trying. Some days I don't even try and shit just happens. Yeah, but yeah, I do want to... Oh, Wildflower, that's what I need to get. Yeah, I do want to watch Walking Dead. I just... Like I said, I just kind of find myself just doing other stuff. Like if I'm not playing Red Dead, I'm just watching stuff on TV. Stuff that I know I shouldn't even be bothered to watch. I did bring her in, didn't I? Motherfucking game. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get another Lemoyne bounty, aren't I? Probably from Rhodes again. Okay, let's head to Rhodes. Let's head down to Rhodes. Let's set the camp as well. Can we set the camp in nearby? What's nearby? Scarlet Meadows. Let's see if I can get him to park it at Scarlet Meadows. I did get him to do it at Scarlet Meadows. Cool. I watched, obviously, like I said, I love Dawn of the Dead, and so glad you guys loved the review. We're so happy that we actually finally got to do all of the film reviews. It's something I wanted to actually do a big shout out to, obviously, my buddy Gary. It's just to say, dude, we fucking finally did it. We said from day one that we wanted to do the George A. Romero movies, but we ended up just doing other stuff, taking in Patreon requests, doing our own film reviews. The timing wasn't right, and all this other kind of stuff. And then finally, after about 8 years, 6, 7, 8 years of doing off-the-shelf reviews, we finally have done. So I was going to do some spoilers then, but I can't. We have done some of the George A. Romero movies. Maybe we'll do Day of the Dead tomorrow. You don't know. You'll have to tune in. Maybe we'll do Diary and Land and Survival over the next couple of weeks. You never know. You'll have to tune in. But I watched a couple of films over the last week actually on Netflix. I watched them in 2 parts because like I watched them before I go to bed and then I have to go sleep. So I turn it off and then the next day I'll watch it again. But I watched Suburbicon and 7 Psychopaths. Sorry, I'm also looking at the comments as well, trying to answer some of you because obviously you're all writing in stuff. So I'm trying to keep up with you as well. It's worth the wait. Your most reviews on YouTube. This is from Jessie. With the exception of Red Letter Media, are just some dude talking to the camera and showing 0 clips of the movie. OTS editing is on point. Thank you, Jessie. You know, like that's my girl Jessie there. She loves it. She loves the reviews. She loves it. And hopefully one day her daughter will marry my son, and then Dylan can live in America and make games for a living. But that's like in the future. Like I don't know if her daughter's still in love with my son. I don't know about that. Who do you think has the best special effects? Tom Savini, Stan Winston, Rob Bottin, etc. Man, that's a toughie. Like, can you even come close? I want to say Rob Bottin. Like Tom Savini is good, but Tom Savini's effects don't really go through the transformation sequence like it should. Like Rob Bottin, he did. I think he did the thing, didn't he? He did the thing, and I think he also did. Like I've done these reviews, and I should know this shit, but like my brain goes every now and again. He also did the American Werewolf in London, didn't he? And that's really good. The transformation effect is great now. Stan Winston's effects are really good, but Stan Winston's effects are mainly just kind of models sometimes. Like the Terminator is really good, but it is a model. And I know what you're saying. I know, like, well, the Thing is a model as well. Yeah, but the Thing, when it explodes, in the stomach and the, not Palmer. Well, yeah, Palmer's is pretty good. But what was the fat guy called again? Not Clark. Jesus, Ian, you've got the game, you've got the book, you've got the film on DVD. It's not Copper. No. It's not Windows. It's not Palmer. Blair. No, it's not Blair. Oh, it's gonna bug the crap out of me. Anyway, when that fat guy explodes in the Thing and the Thing hits the... No, not Gary. No, the guy who has the heart attack. I can't believe the name escapes me. Where the hell? Where's Gary when I need him to friggin' come along and tell me I'm stupid for not remembering the bloody name? It'll come to me. Anyway, it'll come to me. His special effects are brilliant, and the werewolf transformation in American Werewolf in London is absolutely astounding. It's great. Yes, the people who keep sandwich. Gary's there laughing his ass. Don't do this to me, man. I'm going through like the whole entire team, and I can't No, it's not McCready. No, it's not McCready. That's just stupid, Ian. It's not Child. Just go through the list, right? There's 11 of them. Bennings, no. Child, no. Gary, no. Palmer, no. Copper, no. Blair, no. Windows, no. Oh, God. God, no, it's not Palmer. Norris. Yes, it's freaking Norris. Thank you, Addams Family. It's freaking Norris. Man, that bugged the crap out of me. Like, I got everybody else's name except his. What a butt that was. But yeah, the special effects on Norris, I think, is absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, and Palmer, when his head opens up, it's, you can see the teeth, you can see the blood. It's just amazing. It is literally just amazing. So, but yeah, I watched Suburbicon and Seven Psychopaths on Netflix. Suburbicon is a movie directed by George Clooney. Oh Christ, he's escaping. He's bloody escaping. Oh, that hurt. No, don't kill me. You're gonna kill me. Pop that. I was gonna pop him. They saw me up on top of the roof, so he's already ran away. Yeah, don't forget Stan Winston's created the dog thing. I didn't say dog thing though, did I? I was saying Norris's body. Where has he gone? He's making a run for it. Come on, Artex, I need your ass over here, or he's gonna get away. Come on, Artex. Stupid horse is like, what? What did you want me to do? I want your frigging hairy cold-sucking ass over here. Horse! He's probably walking into something at the moment. This guy's going to get away. He's got away. I should shoot you, Artex. Fucking shoot you. God damn it. Yeah, dog things can't look up. They can only grow arms and make them grow up. So, yeah, Suburbicon, directed by George Clooney. Man, that was a weird film. Like, I don't know if any of you have seen it. Obviously, I'll like, if you haven't, then there are going to be some spoilers in this because it was great. It was really, really, really good. But it's not your atypical movie. It's kind of up there with The Dead Don't Die. Not fourth wall breaking, but kind of what people were considering slow and kind of, I don't know, dry humor, I suppose. But basically, right, it's set in 1950s America. In this small neighborhood, you know, the white picket fences, the bungalow houses, the families are all husband and wife, and little Jimmy all love each other, yay! And then a black family move into the neighborhood, the Myers family, and the whole neighborhood kicks up a massive fuss. They kick up a massive fuss. It's massively racist. Set at that time. But while all this is going on, and the neighbors are rallying around the Myers house and screaming, you know, they're not being massively racist or swearing, but it's like they sing for like 48 hours straight to get this family to leave. But obviously the family are like, we're not leaving, you know, this is our home. While all this is going on, Matt Damon, is that a plant? No. Matt Damon, hey Campbell. Matt Damon is married to Julianne Moore. And Julianne Moore has a twin sister. So this movie is already awesome in my eyes because you get two Julianne Moores for the price of one. You know, I love Julianne Moore. I think she's goddamn amazingly gorgeous. And she plays both sisters. Now, one of the sisters dies in what is looked to be a robbery. And what is that dog? Is that dog rolling in the dirt? I thought that dog was weird. He's rolling in the dirt. Look at that. Hey, pup, what you doing, bird boy? Rolling. He looks so happy. I'll give you a pat. Come here, boy. All right. Because I'm starting a mission. God damn it. One of the Julianne Moores is in a wheelchair.
Why on earth are you
And that's because her husband, Matt Damon, took out an insurance policy on her and wanted to kill her to claim the insurance and marry the other Julianne Moore, who isn't in a wheelchair. And after he has his wife killed in this fake home robbery, he starts getting together with the other sister. So you've got this whole murder mystery thing going on. Well, it's not really a mystery. It's like blatant that Matt Damon was in on it and that it was all a setup. But it's all seen from the perspective of their son, who sees his mum die, knows his auntie and his dad were in on it, and is only really trying to be friends with the boy next door, but his dad doesn't want him to do that. And it was absolutely brilliant. Like, I really love the Coen brothers' dark comedy. And I think that's why I really, really like The Dead Don't Die as well. Because it's just... like, I've seen so many films do comedy that when they make it unique and stand out and break the fourth wall and just, you know, do something completely different, it just blows my mind. It makes me laugh all the time. Suburbicon, like... if you're into, like, if you like George Clooney as a director, because I think he did Monuments Men as well. I really, really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed Monuments Men. And if you like maybe you're not a fan of Matt Damon, maybe you're not a fan of Julianne Moore, like me, but you know, if you get a chance, you know, check it out because it was really fun. There's something in here. There it is. What's that? Get the cognac. I'm gonna steal the cognac. The alcoholic bottle. Get out of here. Oh, I've collected all the alcoholic bottles. Nobody saw me. Nobody saw me. No, hiding in the corner. Hey, I can take all my antique bottles to Madame Nazar. Hey, Campbell, can you do me a quick favor and find out where Madame Nazar is today? You motherfucker are not getting away this time. But, oh shit. Oh fuck, he's... Fuck! Like I am fucking up these panties today, aren't I? You're not getting out of here, friend. You're not going. I just shot him with an explosive round as well. That will definitely kill him. I also watched Seven Psychopaths last night with Colin Farrell, Christopher Walken, and Sam Rockwell. Now, as some of you might know, after Gary and I did Moon with Sam Rockwell, we absolutely love. Well, like I'm pretty sure Gary will agree with me as well. We absolutely love Sam Rockwell. Think he's a great actor. So I've always wanted to watch Seven. I always wanted to watch Seven Psychopaths because I just kind of liked the lineup. Colin Farrell, I know Colin Farrell has his good movies and his bad movies, but recently some of the unique movies that I've kind of heard that he's in really stand out. There's one that I've seen recently on Film 4 advertised. Where the fuck are you? Called Lobster, where he plays a guy who goes to a camp. I think it's a camp, or it's just a place where people can go to become animals. And if he doesn't find a partner, he'll get killed off. It seems really strange and weird. But you know, it sounds good. Oh man, dude, that tease. If you already did all the Dead series, holy shit, that might be the most. That might be more painful than Hellraiser. Oh, somebody might know something. But also Christopher Walken. I love Christopher Walken. Think I always loved him ever since I saw him in friggin' Batman Returns as Matt Shrek. I always thought Matt Shrek was a great character. Great evil character to go up against Batman. Is that ducks? Those ducks? Yes, those are ducks. And I need the ducks. Oh shit, there's more. Die! So much gunfire! So much gunfire today! Die! Yeah, Christopher Walken I think is absolutely brilliant. I love him in King of New York. I think he's fucking brilliant in that. I even like him in Click, you know, as the guy who sells the remote control to Addams Family. There's just something about his voice. There's just something about his voice where he goes really quiet and then he gets really dramatic. And I can't do it. I don't know why I'm trying to do a Christopher Walken impression. But like I said, I watched Seven Psychopaths last night and absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Like, the story is pretty unique. The acting is brilliant. Like, Woody Harrelson is in it. Woody Harrelson is absolutely brilliant in it as well. Like I said, Sam Rockwell is great. The backstory between them kidnapping dogs is just weird. But the fact that you've also got these underlying psychopath stories in there. Like the story about the Quaker, played by... Oh, God. Harry Dean Stanton. Almost had to ask Gary then. The Quaker is played by Harry Dean Stanton. And that's a brilliant story. Basically, a murderer kills a young girl who's the daughter of a Quaker, which just in case some of you don't know, a Quaker is basically like a religious man in America. Not Quaker Oats. Well, they might be connected, I'm not entirely sure. And he just pursues this guy. This guy goes to jail, serves out his time, finds religion, you know, and has turned his life around. But the Quaker doesn't want him to go unpunished, and so follows him and just keeps following him and following him and following him until the killer, the child killer, reads that if he commits suicide, he'll go to hell, and so the Quaker won't follow him there. But he does. He kills himself and he goes to hell. And hey, there's Campbell. Campbell, you are half in, half out there. Oh, there you go. I was just like, hey, you, man, is that bounty still not come up yet? It's still not activated, is it? 1 out of 2 bounties brought in from Lemoyne posters. Friggin' how many posters of Lemoyne do I have to do before you actually count it? Yeah, the guy kills himself, and then you watch the Quaker slit his throat as well.
Watching you.
Which, you know, it's just a horrible image to watch. Campbell, I'm on a bounty hunt, so I mean, I've got the posse activated. I think I've got the posse activated. So you just need to join if you want to get in on this. Oh, you can't do it now because I've just activated the freaking posse mission tonight. I've just been to the Grey Woolen Mill. Yeah, like I said, Colin Farrell I thought was brilliant in this. Sam Rockwell was great in it. Christopher Walken was great. So if you need a chance, watch Seven Psychopaths. It's on Netflix at the moment. If you haven't got a chance, check that out. If you want to, check out Suburbicon as well, because that was really enjoyable. So, what are Boss and Jessie talking about? Never understood watching the movie all the way through with half of attention. Either watch or don't half-ass it. There's literally a pic of a Quaker motherfucker on my oatmeal box, which I could. Language, Jessie, go! You got a dirty mouth. Nah, we don't mind swearing here. Oh, I hit that tree like a boss. Man, I hit that one real hard. Campbell, have you been disconnected already? Like I don't see you on my. No, you're still here. You're still here. I just couldn't see you on my screen. I thought you'd been disconnected already. So. But yeah, Suburbicon is Seven Psychopaths. I thought was absolutely brilliant. Love these little talking points. Like I said, I've been making lists of things to write about, to talk about recently, just so that like I mean, it's gonna be like an hour and a half already gone, and that's just me talking like a butt, I suppose. Ian, have you ever seen Gross Point Blank? Boss, I absolutely love Gross Point Blank. When I was younger, Gross Point Blank and Leon the Professional were 2 films that I watched so religiously I almost just joined the military till I could become a professional killer. I shit you not. You know, I was such a I watched Leon first, and I was just like, I want to be a hitman. And then I watched Gross Point Blank, and I was like, I definitely want to be a hitman. And when I was telling people this in school, somebody once said to me that I used the line from Gross Point Blank. They were like, why would you want to be a hitman? You know, would you kill me if you were a hitman? And I turned to them and I said, if your folder turns up on my desk, you did something bad to put it there. So, Ian, how the frack do you talk and play at the same time? When I started the Elder Scrolls, my kid made themselves peanut butter sandwiches for like a month. Man, I can multitask. I can multitask like a beast. So it's like I'm gonna nail this guy while talking to you at the same time. Oh, right in the face. Target has arrived. Right, stay here, Campbell. Do not alert them just yet, because this is where I lost the guy just a minute ago. There he is. He's right there. Okay, try not to kill me, Campbell, please. Because, I know you're not part of the posse at the moment. Go.
I'm telling you. Go to hell away.
Not the black guy. Not the black guy. Get off me, you motherfucker. Go. Pop the health. No, yeah, eat. Okay, eat that then. No, I will need you to do that. Thank you. Get. Is he dead? Oh, you got him. You got him. So much to do, so little time. Cocked-eyed this motherfucker. Ow, motherfucker. One of the things that does annoy me about this game is that you will lock on to like the furthest person that when you're fighting. Like somebody could be stood like 2 seconds away from you, and you will shoot the guy in the back. You will shoot the guy in the background, which is pretty annoying. Jessie, I ever since Dylan was born, obviously I had to multitask. You know, I learned very fast that if I wanted to play my games, I had to do other stuff at the same time. So like, I'll do dishes and other stuff while I'm waiting for a game to load. You know, if there's a cut sequence going on, I'll just go out the room and do something else and then come back. You just took on like 30 people without cover. Yeah, I know, and I almost died for it as well. But I'm level 210, so I don't give a shit.
Good God, no.
Yeah, I once killed the president of Paraguay with a fork. Boutro's coming for you. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be blowing your fucking head off. She'll be blowing your fucking head off. She'll be smacking your goddamn brains out when she comes. Boutro's coming for you. Popcorn. Love Dan Aykroyd in that movie. I kind of fell in love with Minnie Driver in that movie as well. I thought she was absolutely great. But it was that line that John Cusack gave that kind of... It wasn't until after the movie that I really started to question about the psychology that you had to have to be able to kill somebody. Because I always said, like, after watching Leon the Professional, you know, Leon's rules to Matilda was no women, no kids, which is an absolutely great rule to stand by. I only have a problem with that, is that what if, you know, going off the back of Grosse Point Blank, you know, a folder turns up on your desk and they're a bad person, they deserve to die. And I read about the female gang lords that used to run the cocaine distribution back in the 1980s in Miami, and I was just like, well, you have to kill women then. You know, if they're bad people, you have to kill them. And then I found out information about the child soldiers in Africa. You know, the kid warlords that are given guns at the age of 5 and run their own tribes and will kill and rape people before they're even 15. And I'm like, well, that goes against the rule as well. So it was one of the reasons why I never actually became a professional hitman. That and the fact that I think I was incredibly lazy as well. And I found, I found religion in that. I found religion in the same religion that Snoop Dogg has. It was the fact that, you know, like, people, you would have to break your own rules after a while. You would have to. And then you'd have to live with that.
Holy hell!
You'd have to live with the fact that you just shot a kid or a woman, or maybe you shot the mother and her kid. You know, Tony Montana said it well: no women, no kids. But then at the same time, you know, that didn't stop his sister from being blown away. So, right. I have delivered God knows how many bounties to Lemoyne, and I think that challenge is like, I'm ranked level 17. Alternating flips.
is your
Well,
problem?
get out of the way. You're the one stood in the goddamn road. I'm on my horse.
And just what do you need that gun for?
So I don't understand why that one isn't activated. Not do it. But, I mean, the challenge is still going, so that's fine. Look at that. 150 days. 150 days. Davey. Right, folks. I'm Odie. Audi is like, are you like do you have to go? I'm guessing he has to go. So, right, this is gonna do my head in. Looted off of non-players, coins found, and wildflower. So I need to find some wildflowers to finish off that one. That's gonna that Lemoyne post is gonna bug the crap out of me. I need to go to camp to eat some stew. Campbell, I'm heading to camp to eat some stew. I'm gonna fast travel to camp. You need to join the posse as well. Before I activate anything else, before I do anything else. There you go. He's joined the posse now, so he can keep track. There's something around here. Something around here? Yep, there's something around here. Where is it? In here? Oh man, hit the fence. Over here? Searching for it. As soon as I hear that jingle jangle from Madame Nazar, I just have to start. I have to find it. It'll bug the crap out of me though if I don't find it. So, I also realised something actually from Monday's episode. I want to apologise. I didn't talk about Hell in a Cell like I should have. I was going to, and then we got distracted by going to do photos and stuff. So they dropped Hell in a Cell, Seth Rollins versus where is it around here?
Hello there.
Doors? Seth Rollins versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship. And there was a lot of, a lot of crap from the back of that match. Now, for those of you who don't follow wrestling, okay, I gotta take my kids up to school in 4 hours. I mean, that's one REM psycho. It's gonna be great. Keep multitasking. Yes. Lou still loves you, little dude. She's a bitch, though. Man, this guy is not getting down. I need to get up there, friend. Take it easy, Jessie. Thank you. Come on. There we go. Yeah, they finished the match. They finished the match as a DQ. Ooh, hit my horse's ass. They finished the match as a DQ. Now, the Hell in a Cell match is noted for being notorious. What up, Arthur? Hey, it's Arthur Morgan. It's actually Arthur Morgan. I'm a little maggot. Oh, okay. Like, are you actually trying to symbolize Arthur for you there, are you? Okay. You just keep doing that. Would have been on studio, but was watching Running Man. Nice. I've had kids throw pieces of asphalt just for patrolling. Women stabbed me while trying to arrest their beaten husbands. Didn't hesitate to defend myself. Not possible to generalize like Leon in real life. No, you can't. You've got to get that sniper rifle out and just like, pow. Hell in a Cell, yeah, sorry. Hell in a Cell, they finished as a DQ, and I don't understand. Like I kind of understand what they're doing because they probably didn't want to give the Fiend the title just yet. They wanted to build Seth Rollins up, but you could have ended it any other way. You have a kind voice. Well, thank you, Arthur. I don't know, like, how you can go from telling somebody they're a maggot to then telling them they got a kind voice. That's kind of, but hey, whatever floats your boat, dude. But yeah, you end the match on a DQ. you know, you shouldn't have. You should have just had. Maybe Seth Rollins should have just passed out and not tap out. I know sometimes that doesn't work properly with the mandible claw, because with the mandible claw, if the passing person passes out, they don't count it as a tap out anymore. They just kind of, it's a loss. But if you're trying to build up the Fiend and then trying to build up Seth Rollins at the same time, you can't. You've got to do one or the other. And the fans booed the crap out of the match. I mean, I kind of agree, but as a wrestling fan, I'm like, look, I kind of know what they're trying to do. But the fans booed right at the end. They were calling for refunds. They were calling for AEW chants to start up. And I was just like, man, you kind of messed up there. Just a little bit. You kind of messed up on that one. Good soul to distant fire. Can I do that? I don't know if I've got enough supplies. I need to order some more supplies. Supplies are getting low.
Supplies are starting.
Yeah, they always are. Just so you know.
Okay, this will happen.
I should order some more supplies. Use that voucher
right
like I normally do. I don't know if I've got. Yeah, I've still got more quick supply vouchers left. But they completely dropped the ball with that one. I felt they completely dropped the ball with that match. The whole match was done in the red light, which I was just like, why would you do that for? It means that everybody there can't really see what's going on. I know you're trying to build the Fiend character, but it's like, oh, there's a flower right there. Nice. And there's one right at the end of the map. Probably one right at the top. Yeah, I knew there was going to be. You imagine trying to watch an Undertaker match all the way through with the blue light shining down on the match the whole time through. Oh, that was weird. I just mentioned the Undertaker and then lightning appeared. That was timing. So you really couldn't see what was going on. I know that they're trying to avoid the violence in the match in Hell in a Cell, because obviously they're trying to be a bit more PC, I suppose. But yeah, you really dropped the ball that, maybe they should have fought backstage. Maybe they should have disappeared. Maybe they should have done a million other things. But the fact that they screwed up the main event for their Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is basically just throwing fuel on the fire for AEW. Basically, it gives AEW a chance to be able to say, "Hey, guess what? We're not going to screw you over like that." And I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Because no, not tomorrow. Friday. Sorry, Friday night, AEW on ITV4, 11 o'clock. If you live in the UK, I don't know if America can watch it anytime soon. I think you can. I think you can watch it on TNT. But I'll be watching AEW on Friday just because I've got to get my wrestling fix. Some of the other matches in Hell in a Cell weren't too great. I mean, Charlotte's now 10-time champion. She took the championship from Bayley. They've screwed the Bayley character over. She was friendly, then she turned heel. Now she just dropped the title. So to build her back up again is going to be incredibly difficult. Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. I knew Sasha Banks wasn't going to win the title because, well, it's just been too soon since Becky Lynch has got the title, and they're trying to build Becky Lynch up. So I don't know what the hell was going on there. Randy Orton nailed another RKO out of nowhere. He always does. But Randy Orton is amazing, so you always expect him to drop an RKO out of nowhere. I have no idea what the hell they're doing with Lana and Rusev at the moment, because once again, Lana is cheating on Rusev. Obviously, for some of you who are probably not wrestling fans, you're like, who the hell's Lana and Rusev? Lana and Rusev are a married couple in wrestling. Rusev is Bulgarian, and his blonde bombshell of a wife was his manager, and now she's working with Bobby Lashley, which kind of ruins the whole story because you know that they're not really sleeping together, not like back in the day, because we see all the videos and Twitter posts from them posting up about their families. So some of the storylines in WWE at the moment I don't care about. I'm always just watching the matches. You know, kayfabe isn't dead. Kayfabe is just harder to believe now because of the freedom of finding information out on the internet if you really want to know something. But it goes in line with AEW. I mean, like last week in AEW, John Moxley dropped Kenny Omega through a coffee table. I don't really believe that they hate each other. They're probably real good friends in the past. But Campbell, will you stop trying to shoot me? I'm going to blow you off your horse. I hear. I would, but I'm not wasting the ammo. But I will let you win the race, Campbell, because you know you need the experience more than I do, really. So finish the race so I can find my flower. Go on, finish the race. There you go. Arthur, I antagonized, but then I diffused the situation. Why would you do that? That just seems to be completely backwards, in my opinion. Sorry if that's offensive, but why the hell would you tell somebody that they're a douchebag to their face and go, I didn't mean it? Unless they're like friends and they get your humor. Like if you're a stranger to somebody, like I wouldn't walk up to somebody in the middle of the street and be like, hey, I think you're a douche. Not really, and then we'll walk away. You know, you should probably be careful with that, Arthur. You know, somebody might really take it as a big offense. Like, really upset. Iain, have you seen the trailer to In Search of Darkness documentary? No. What's that about? I'm not. Is that? It's not Star Trek, is it? So, I don't know. You'll have to drop it in the comment and tell me what it's about. Okay, Campbell, I need you to do me a favor before you walk off, okay? I need you to bring up your player menu, go down to stables, go to horses, go to owned, go to on here where it says horse access. I want you to set your horse to everyone. Because what we're going to do is I'm going to set a marker to where the flowers are, and you're going to ride me. Ride me? Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. That sounds really, really bad. You're going to ride all the way up to the flower so that I can go refill my cup of tea and I can go toilet as well. Hey, said it. Nice. Okay, brilliant. Right, your horse is accessible for me. Normally, I cannot ride Campbell's horse, which is really kind of annoying. It is now. Cool. Okay, so can you... Yeah, he's right here. Pegasus is right here. So if you get on, I've set the marker where the flower is. I only needed one flower for the challenge, but I had to open the map for the whole thing. So if you follow the marker all the way up there, I'm going to go get a cup of tea and nip to the toilet. I'm also going to see where Lady Nazar is. If you crash, Campbell, just hog tie me, throw me on the back of your horse and take me up. If you get into a gunfight, obviously don't worry about it. I will be back. 2 seconds. But yes, I will be back. And I'm back. I'm back in 2 shakes. Yeah, it was a little quicker actually. So, hey, we're not crashed. Alright, keep going, Campbell. I'm just gonna sit here and chill and drink my tea. I found out where Madame Nazar is. She's at Little Creek. Oh God, are we still in Lemoyne? Jesus. I figured you'd be halfway up to Ansburg by now. Jesus, man, it's so. It's an 80s horror documentary that talks about how the 80s defined horror. The trailer is definitely worth giving a watch. Nice, I'll have to look into that. I mean, I remember Gary was saying about. Oh, was crashed into our text then. Gary was talking a while ago about a documentary for the Friday the 13th series. I think that was a really, really good documentary. Nightmare on Elm Street one was pretty good. I don't know about the 80s defining horror. Like for me, horror had always been there. I'm gonna follow. Actually, I'm gonna follow the train track. I'm gonna follow the train track. Train tracks are a hell of a lot easier. Like, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of really good 80s films out there, 80s horror movies out there, and yeah, I will ultimately agree as well that Jason and Freddy were, our icons birthed from them. What was Halloween? 79? No. Man, my brain some days. Jesus. Halloween obviously set up as well. Yeah, no, 81? I think it was 81. So it was the start. But, horror had always... 78, thanks. Horror had always kind of been there. And I think, sometimes I do think that people who were born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s watching 80s movies thought that the 80s really defined horror. But for me, I was, I was born in the 80s and watched the movies in the 90s, but while growing up in the 80s, I was seeing all the other horror stuff, like Hammer Horror. Hammer Horror, they didn't define or set benchmarks, but it showed you what you could do, with good acting and some gothic set pieces. Some Hammer Horror movies are really, really like eye-opening. Like the B-movie horrors of the 50s and 60s of America. Between The Fly and The Blob and all those kind of things. Without those movies coming out, we wouldn't have The Blob and The Fly that came out in the 80s, which decided to just do more gore. Fright Night is a great 80s gem. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love it. But at the same time, vampires have been around for so long that it's like the guy just came along and said, right, well, I want to make a horror movie about vampires, but I don't want it to be like your cheapy, garlic-eating, crosses to the face kind of screams. I suppose for them, they were setting it present day. For us, it's back in, it's back in the olden days, but back in the 80s, to them, it was like, we're just going to bring it up to present day. They have the 80s have a lot of good movies, but then the 90s come along, and the 90s are like, look, we're going to take all the cheesy jokes out and make it more serious. And that's sometimes some of the things I look back at too, when I look back at the 80s, some of the movies, I'm like, some of the cheesiness in there is a bit much. Oh wow, that's a picturesque shot. I don't think I've ever come across that hill before. Like Nightmare on Elm Street 1 is brilliant. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is a little bit darker. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, and 6 just kind of get funny, Same kind of thing with the Jason movies as well, When they killed Jason off in number 4, was it? final chapter and then brought back somebody pretending to be Jason in the next movie. Spoilers. It really made me just kind of question, like, what people were thinking when they were writing these scripts after a while. Because I'm like, that one doesn't even have Jason in. And it ends on a cliffhanger with Tommy Jarvis as well. But he just comes back as a good guy. You know, I kind of wanted him to be the new killer, but I don't think the fans at the time accepted it like that. So it was just a case of, yeah, let's just carry it on. I think it was VHS rather than a genre that defined the 80s. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that as well. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great 90s horror movies, but I don't think it lives up to the charm of what the 80s had. But maybe that's it. Maybe because we had it so easily accessible. You know, like Evil Dead. Evil Dead wasn't 80s. Evil Dead 2 was. And it was a case of, it was too gory for its time, wasn't it? And that one came out. It was too gory. Can I find some coins? Can I be bored to find the coins? Should really head back to camp, really, and get my thingy up and running. I could actually do some showdown. Campbell, let's do some showdown. I fancy shooting some people in the face. It's either that or go back to camp. And camp is miles away now. There's no fast travel nearby. Oh, there is. Actually, there's one down there. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the showdown series. Cleaned. Take my repeater. I should probably stock up on some explosive rounds. I did a couple of showdowns yesterday, and I actually had to blow the crap out of things. You know, it's like we did the Vamp review, didn't we? I really like Vamp, but it's an 80s movie. You know, it's for its time. It's specifically in its time. You know, and if you didn't watch it, like I remember Gary wasn't too much of a big fan of it. But like I said, I grew up with it, and I was just like, wow, that movie's really, really great. Other people, they like Fright Night. You know, I think Gary and I would probably agree that Near Dark is a better vampire movie than both those movies. But that's 90s. So, you know, give or take, I never liked cheese and horror. Probably the reason why I never could get into Army of Darkness. Boss! No. No. I was saying this to somebody last night who mentioned to me about how they didn't like Bubba Hotep. You have to kind of just be a fan of Bruce Campbell if you're going to watch a Bruce Campbell movie. Like, Army of Darkness isn't a horror movie. Army of Darkness is a comedy. Full-fledged comedy. And it's Bruce Campbell's performance that keeps that film afloat. You know, Showdown series. Who's this? Campbell. Sorry, Campbell. You literally just spawned there. Oh crap! Oh, was that you spawning? Oh, Uncle Dead killed me, motherfucker. Yeah, I never saw Evil Dead is a horror. Evil Dead 2 is a kind of comedy horror. Army of Darkness is just comedy, full-fledged comedy. But it's Bruce Campbell, you know, and oh crap! Oh, what the fuck? He got me again. It's up there with. Is it just us in here? It's up there with like Freddy Krueger, and like if you're gonna watch a movie with Robert Englund and you're gonna watch him do some killing, you know, if you're gonna watch a movie with Bruce Campbell and you're gonna watch him probably be silly and stupid in certain places. Music's playing. I'm talking and I'm playing music and okay. Somebody's talking like, God damn it. Right, let's move. Like, I just have to play the Showdown series. I don't actually have to win. I just need to play 3 Showdown series to get the challenge. So that's all I'm really worried about. I don't have to do any throwables or anything either. I mean, talking about horror movies as well. I mean, Psycho. Psycho is a horror movie. Properly a good psychological horror movie as well. You know. Love Psycho 2. I saw that question pop up from Campbell. I'm a big fan of Psycho 2. I think Psycho 2 is actually my favourite out of the whole series. Psycho 3 is alright, coming off the back of Psycho 2. But I'm not really a... Who's that? Somebody down there. Go. Oh, did I get you? No, I didn't get you. 17 nailed me. See more gore in Army of Darkness? Did you not see that flame, that torrent of blood that shoots out of the pit? That's a lot of gore. Oh man, he got my kill, motherfucker. Yeah, Psycho 3 is alright, but you're starting to lose the mystery behind the whole killings at this point because you know it's Norman Bates. But it's just a bit more gorier, you know. Like, there's that woman in the phone booth that he stabs up. And, oh, the woman on the toilet, he just kind of walks in and slices her throat, and she just bleeds all over the toilet floor. That's a crazy kill. Psycho 4, the beginning, is bullshit, I will say. There's a gun. Somebody's on the gun. Psycho 4 is bullshit. Shouldn't have been made ever. Looking into the past, Psycho 4 is even massively ruined. Psycho 4 is ruined by the fact that they released the Bates Motel TV series. Or the Bates Motel TV series is ruined by Psycho 4. I don't know. I'd never watched Bates Motel. Like, people are like, oh, I want to know how Norman Bates becomes a psychopath. I'm like, easy. He was abused by his mother and her boyfriends, and then killed her, and then broke his mind. So, you know, it's obvious if you've watched the movies. I want to know if anybody has seen the movie Bates Motel. Boss, regarding Bruce Campbell, I really don't get the love for his work. He's obviously a great guy and has a great relationship with his fan. It's just the acting. Bruce Campbell has never got the chance. You probably never read any of his books, Boss, so I mean you'd probably learn more of an insight from that. Obviously, he was friends with Sam Raimi and Rob Tapper back in the day in high school. And when they came out, you know, Bruce decided that he was going to pursue acting, and Sam Raimi decided that he was going to pursue filmmaking, which obviously brought them to the set of Evil Dead. Now, Bruce Campbell put a hell of a lot of hard work into helping them establish that universe, and the fact that they put in all that work and then the film was just banned because censors were like trying to tell people about violence in the world and all that kind of shit, you know, forced Bruce Campbell into kind of a niche. He was that Evil Dead guy. Yeah, he's just that Evil Dead guy, which is a real shame. When it we need more players for this. When it came to, obviously, once Sam Raimi wasn't pictured like that. Sam Raimi got the chance to... Yeah, Campbell, I've seen it's only 3 of us. I'm going to wait for a bit to see if it actually does spawn, and if not, we'll quit the free roam and just try it again. But the fact that Sam Raimi had the chance to carry on making films, you know, he made a couple of movies and went on to do Evil Dead 2, which obviously he had to get Bruce Campbell back in for, which kind of screwed him up even more. It screwed him up even more because obviously he was then again that Evil Dead guy. but he was putting in all the work and effort, and there was, there was no stunt double for Bruce Campbell. There was no professional makeup artist. They threw shit at him, and he had to clean it off himself. He had to do all the stunts himself. He got scarred. He got beaten. But he didn't get the recognition because he was just that Evil Dead guy. Sam Raimi went off to do other things. Like Sam Raimi made Darkman. Darkman is brilliant. One of Liam Neeson's first films. And Bruce Campbell gets a small cameo role at the end, which is a shame. Mainly because the producers were like, we don't want him in the movie. And it must be so hard because the guy was working really, really hard. Like I never fully watched the series Burn Notice, but I purposely went out my way to watch the special that they made about Bruce Campbell's character, just to pay him homage to it. And that's one of the things that the fans obviously always get behind, is that it's trying to give him the credit that he's put towards movies. Yeah, okay, some people would admit that Bruce Campbell does put on the same voice or is just the same person in all of his movies. But so's Brad Pitt and Christian Bale. Oh, not so much Christian Bale. Christian Bale really method acts sometimes. I don't know. Alec Baldwin, Adam Baldwin, fucking any of the Baldwins. I watched Briscoe County Jr. and get the same vibes about his acting. Man, watch Xena Warrior Princess. You gotta love his mustache and that. Like we were saying earlier about opinions. Opinions are like onions. Every now and again they will make you cry. I'm a Bruce Campbell fan, but I'm not stupid enough to say, well, yeah, he's the greatest actor of all time. He's a good actor. Don't get me wrong. He is a good actor. He hasn't had the chance to fully show all of his roles to everybody. It's a shame, but he has got a long list of stuff. Bruce Campbell's up there with like Sid Haig. We were talking about Sid Haig on the podcast. There's only 3 of us in this fucking thing, so this is gonna take ages for me to find anybody. You get typecast, don't you, after a while? Oh, there it is. There's somebody. Gotcha, Campbell. Nailed you right in the head. I need a place to hide, because you guys are going to be coming for me now, because I'm the only guy with a score. So I'm going to hide over here. But yeah, it's a credit thing. There are probably actors out there that people don't like, who they think, well, why do people love him so much? And sometimes it's just simply because they don't get the credit. Oh, you motherfucker! Oh, you motherfucker! He knocked me and punched me down to the floor. That's fine, because now I can see him. I'm coming for his motherfucking ass. I wonder if he's stream sniping. It'd be cool if he was. Wouldn't mind somebody to come on one day and stream sniping me. At least they'll be watching. What up, Brinsley? Morning. I'm a Bruce Campbell fan in the sense that he's a hard worker. Yep, that's all you can be after a while. You may not respect their performances, but... Where are you? I'm gonna blast you with this explosive round. You know it. You know it's coming. Where? Gotcha. Oh, Campbell, it was you. You nailed that guy, did you? Oh man, this is gonna be a battle. I'm gonna hide in this park and make you all come to me. Let's switch to that. Let's eat that. Let's pop that. Oh, I thought that was a guy then. Let's pop that. So that's on max. And let's see if you all come to get me. Oh, there's somebody. Gotcha. Oh, you hiding up there, are you? You trying to get that box? I think I'll go get that box now. Thank you very much. Butcher's coming for you. Upstairs. That's a good place to hide, actually. Make you all come up here. You don't see much camping nowadays, which is weird. Oh, it's downstairs. Gunfire. I don't know where it's coming from though. It's inside the building? Oh, it's inside the bar. There it is. Nope. Just gonna wait out in the bar. There's another lootable chest. I can't see anybody, so... damn, I'm late. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to jump in quickly, you can. I mean, we are just... He's got two. Who's that? Is that Campbell? Campbell trying to come in? Oh! You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Alright. You gonna try and get me outside? I'll come outside. Oh shit! Ah, motherfucker! Whoa! Come on! Oh, he got me right in the face. He got me right in the face. Hey yo! There are some stories out there as well that Bruce Campbell has turned into a bit of an old fart at the moment. Supposedly, like, because everybody does remember him mainly as Ash from the Evil Dead series, and because he suffered for it for much of his acting career of not being able to get, you know, really, really good parts. Like, somebody comes up to him and says, like, I love you as Ash. He's just like, hey man, you need to grow up a bit. Ah, gotcha. Sorry, Campbell. Which I think may be a little bit harsh, but then I suppose that's just like if, you know, if Patrick Stewart came along and all you did was talk to Patrick Stewart about being Captain Picard, you know, because he's done so much more, you know. Where are you, friend? Let's see if I can net me with one of these. Going this way. Shit, where is he? He's behind that. There he is. Oh, motherfucker! I'm so close. I was so close to shooting him in the face. Shit, like we're drawn on. It's a tie at the moment. Motherfucker. Like that Litchfield is a fast gun, but I don't like it. I don't like the Litchfield. Not as good as my Lancaster. See him? He's right down there. There he is. Ah! He ran across that cover. It's a draw at the moment. Next kill, sudden death wins. Alright, motherfucker. Come on, Iain, you putting yourself in a good position? I wonder if this guy's gonna nail me. He's gonna nail me. He's gonna nail me. Oh, no, 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 no. This way. Where is he? He's down the alleyway. Dynamite. He's throwing that dynamite. Got 34 seconds. Ah, he's got the range. I have to move my way around. Come on, go, go, go. I'm in the other garden. Where are you? On the other side. There he is. Gotcha! Boom, motherfucker! Stole it from me in the last 4 seconds. Sorry. Hey, Mr. Nobody. Hi, is this the only Haim you have? Lol. I'm sorry, Mr. Nobody. You might have misspelled a word there. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to translate to. So please, reiterate. Because it. Oh, hi. Is this the only game you have? No, it's not the only game I have. Oh, well, in front of me at the moment, I have Lego Worlds, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. Upstairs, I've got Dishonored 1 and 2, Metal Gear Solid 5, Doom 2016, uh, Tomb Raider. This is the only game that I'm. It's Mr. Nobody's Jose. It's the only game you need. It's the only game I need at the moment. Oh, Mr. Nobody, don't worry. I've got huge chunky fingers as well. Like I did it yesterday. I was texting somebody and I hit something and it got really confusing. And they were just like, "What did you?" And I was just, "Why did you write that?" And I'm like, "I didn't mean to. It was a mistake. It's because of my fat chubby fingers. You know, just makes me think of fish fingers now. I don't know why you said fish fingers. Yeah, I've got Hello Neighbor as well. Dylan loves Hello Neighbor. So. Boss, did you mean Green Room, not Green Book? My favorite recent. Sorry, I'm looking at Boss's comment. Actually, my favorite recent Stewart performances were in the Green Book. Oh, Green Room. Green Room was great. Green Room was great. I absolutely loved that. Do you know what? Do you know what else I saw Patrick Stewart in, which I was really surprised about? It spoilers. Spoilers. It is going to be a review at some point in the future when we get to it. I watched Life Force for like, I don't know, the 50th time I've bloody watched it. Great film. And Patrick Stewart was in that. And, there's this whole sequence where he's possessed and the blood comes out of his eyes and there's like a prosthetic Patrick Stewart with blood pissing out of his eyes. Man, that was messed up. I was looking at the wife, I'm like, that's Captain McCard and he's just exploded in blood, you know? Crazy. So, Life Force is awesome. So many boobs from that woman. So many boobs from her. Yeah. I love the destruction of I love the destruction of London. It's weird you say that, Brinsley, about falling asleep watching Life Force. I fell asleep the first time I watched it. I thought it was a bit boring. And then I went back and watched it again because I wanted to see how it finished. And the whole ending, the whole ending in London, I think is absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen Life Force, go and see it. And it is on our review. It is on our priority review to-do list in a couple of weeks. Probably won't. It won't be up until like fucking September next year by the time a lot of reviews go up. But we do have it. So yeah, it was written by Dan O'Bannon, who wrote Alien and directed Return of the Living Dead. I like Dan O'Bannon. Sergeant Pinback. This is Sergeant Pinback. Sergeant Pinback to bomb number 5. Can you read me bomb number 5? Yes, this is bomb number 5. Just checking all the things are working. Okay. Love his story in Dark Star, where he basically tells everybody that he's not actually the Pinback. The guy Pinback killed himself, and he just gave it, it's. I love Dark Star. You should give Life Force another chance. I mean, if you haven't watched it all the way through, just just finish it and then see what you think. Right, are we? Oh, we're on Most Wanted again. Are we on Most Wanted again? Are we? Because like this should be my third one. Shotgun, repeating shotgun. I'm gonna change the explosive round on the shotgun. I've only got 4 explosive rounds left on this bad boy. There's only a few of us playing again, so we're all spread out. I'm gonna head up here. Oh, somebody up there. Go over there. He's on the roof. There he is. I got Campbell again. Sorry, Campbell. Like, they can see me, so I'm going to find myself some cover. Oh! One shot, one kill, bitch. Can I go in here? Hey, yeah. Oh, it's dark as fuckery in here. Camper, I'm camping. Iain, the ginger Wild West Joker we deserve for his teeth. Man, I love the Joker. Did I ever tell you how I got these scars? Is this a back door? Can we get out this way? No, it's dead. Nice. Make them all fight amongst each other. Look how bright that is. Like, they just purposely designed the game so when you're in a dark environment, it's friggin' bright as frack outside. Lootable chest available. Like I know I shouldn't be hiding in here. I know it's a kind of a pussy thing to do. But I'm actually luring them in. Folks, sense of security. Gotcha. Where is he? Downstairs. He's coming upstairs. Campbell, are you on the roof? Yeah, you are. Gotcha. Run like a madman. I love deathmatch. I have always loved deathmatch. Like the first time I ever played Doom deathmatch with my friends on my on my PlayStation with the link-up cable, you know, it was mind-blowing. That was mind-blowing that you could do that. It was just mind-blowing. And then, you know, I tried to get into oh shit! It's got explosive rounds. Pop that. Put it down again. Like 3 explosive rounds you had to put in me. 3 explosive rounds, mate, you had to put in me before I went down. But I know where you are now. I can see you. I see you. Yeah, like I tried to get into like Quake and Unreal Tournament, which is like just constant deathmatch. But I lost the appeal of it because it just like you start to get really aggressive when you don't win. And when people don't win, they can get really aggressive, and I used to get like that. I used to get like that. And I think it was after we had Dylan that I really had to realize that I had to be careful with my aggression, you know, because he was gonna pick up on it. Fuck you. You shouldn't have stopped still. Why did you stand still? You know, Dylan was gonna pick up on my aggression, and I really did not want that to happen. So I just had to slow down with computer games, and that's one of the things recently, like with Doom. That's why I stopped playing Doom online, because I started to get really annoyed that people were starting to cheat that game. They really were. They just wanted to win and be top of the ranking board, which is just absolute bullshit. You can't be the top of the ranking board because somebody somewhere will take it away from you. Ow. Fucking hell. Shit. Come on, pop your head up. Pop your fucking head up. Alright, okay. Have some of this then. Have one of these. Gotcha. That didn't kill you! That killed you. Jerk. Sorry, I say I don't get aggressive, and then I'm like, why didn't you fucking die? Somebody's on the gun. Where's that coming from? It's coming from over here. Whoa! 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 Gotcha. Run like a madman. I'm using up all my explosive rounds now. Is there a box in here? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Pop it. What did I get? Can't carry any more of this item. Okay. But yeah, I've always just loved deathmatch. It's just so much fun. Just going onto a map and just fighting other people from around the world. You know, or even in the same room. Playing GoldenEye back in the day, 4-player. You know, all on the same screen. Or like old school Halo with the cardboard splitting the screen in half. Gotcha. You know, it's just about competitiveness. Like I just love gaming. I always just love gaming. What are we on? 11:30. Is that morning gone already? Jesus Christ, guys, where's the time gone? You know? I remember the drained vampire lying on the autopsy desk who wants to suck out their life force. It reminds me of the legless zombie from Return of the Living Dead, who tells them about the pain of being dead. The pain. Yeah. Get the damn screwdriver out of my head. Return of the Living Dead Part 2, I think, is my favourite out of the series. I think it's because it's mainly got Dana Ashbrook in, and that awesome double barrel shotgun to the zombie, and it blows his waist. Completely blows his waist in half, and his legs are still walking around, and his bottom part's like, hey, where the hell are you going to? You know. I mean, I used to looking at Brinsley's comment. Yeah, like I said, I tried to get into Unreal, and the problem I had as well is as I was growing up, people hated computers. So all I wanted to do was stay indoors and play computer games. Most wanted again. Alright, I'm going to check to see if I've got my challenge on that one in a minute. And if I have, then we can just drop out. Yeah, so I was constantly always just getting told that computers would never amount to anything. And it was really difficult because all I wanted to do was play computers with my friends. And I wasn't allowed to. So if I had taken the time back in the day to sit there and just play Unreal Tournament constantly, you know, I'd probably be a PC gamer actually now. I'd probably just be playing shit like Battlefield and fucking Call of Duty and just be hardcore. I could probably bet money that I wouldn't be married. I certainly wouldn't have any kids. But hey ho, that's life. You know, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. What film's that from, people? That's pop quiz. I'll give you another clue. Every time I come in this kitchen, you in this kitchen, eating all the hog's maw, all the pig's feet, all the chicklings. I want some pig's feet. What film's that from? 10 Shelfer points to the first person who writes the right title in the comment section. My neck and my back. Yeah, Brinsley's on it. I'm going to sue you all for $150,000. Or we can settle right now for a 40 and a 6-pack. Yeah, yes, boss. It is Friday. Yes, you own it. How you get fired from stealing boxes? You got to be a dumb motherfucker to get fired for just stealing boxes. Hey, Smokey, you back there taking a shit? I've forgotten about that bit. Why are you always giving Hector shit? Man, you know how I am. Me and Hector, we were hanging out, we were smoking and all that. Turns out it was angel dust. I'm running down the street in my pants, clucking like a bird. My mom had to pull me out of Debo's pigeon coop. I own all three of them on VHS. I haven't upgraded them to DVD yet, just because I'm lazy. But my favorite is Friday. But I absolutely love watching Friday After Next at Christmas time. You know, when people go like, "It's not a Christmas movie," I'm like, "It's set at Christmas. It's set on Christmas Eve." So, you know, yay! Do I get an early review of The Guest now? Is it on our priority to-do list, boss? If it is, we'll get around to it. I think I wikied The Guest, and it seemed really dark, quite good. No, I'm pretty sure it's on our list. Hide your shit, Debo coming. Hey, even Campbell knows it. Man, if we ever get a chance to obviously host like a live Q&A for all the shelfers, it'd have to be on a Friday. Right, okay, let's check my challenge list. Did I get the challenge for Showdown Series? Showdown Series, what? Alright, game, you're just fucking up today, ain't you? I played like 4 Showdown Series, but it's not counted today. Okay, let's just... I don't need to win this one. I've won like 3 in a row. 2 or 3 in a row. Let's just hunt, shall we? Or I'm gonna hunt now. If you pop up on the radar, I'm coming for you. Obviously, if I see you, I'll shoot you as well. But I'm not going to rush to race. I'm gonna sneaky around. Somebody's coming close. You can hear the change in the music. I don't know if it's priority, but I made a request a while back, so looking good forward to it. Ross, if you made the request, it is definitely on our list. And obviously, like I said, you know, we are working our way through our priority patron list. We always do every week. The only time we ever change it is when obviously it's a special time like Christmas or Halloween, and we have to obviously put up a specific series of films. But if it's on the list, boy, it is on the list. I heard gunfire then. I don't know where it was coming from. Semi-automatic pistol. Nobody's killed anybody yet. It's weird. I'd have killed like... If it was me, I'd have killed like 3 people by now. Quiet. It's weird seeing Saint-Denis so quiet. Music's changed. Somebody's nearby. Like, can I go the whole of Most Wanted without actually getting a kill? That would be weird. There it is. Yes. Well, I took the lead. Now I'm on the friggin' radar. Actually, do that instead. So, now they'll be able to see where I am and come for me. I won't be able to see them. I can hear gunfire. Let's just keep moving. What's that, Lamat? A volcanic pistol. I haven't used my volcanic in ages. I changed to the semi-automatic because I was kind of getting bored of it, and then I don't use the semi-automatic pistol because I always keep my semi-automatic stocked with explosive rounds just in case I get in trouble when free roam and I have to, you know, fuck people up. So, Soupy Ivy, what up, Soupy Ivy? First time joining, I'll give you a big old shout out, boy, or girl, depending on which one you are. You know, maybe you're a rabbit. Maybe you're a genetically engineered rabbit who's gotten hold of a keyboard. I don't know. But hey, welcome to the stream. I am only on for another 23 minutes because it's almost dinner time and I've got to come off and do my tidying of my house. Oh, Campbell, you got headshotted, fool. I just saw you pop up on the bottom there. And then just nailed that really, really good shot as you were hiding behind that wagon. I'm trying to play and read the comments at the same time just to see what's going on. Did you know the same guy who did the music for Hereditary worked on the music for Red Dead 2? Oh, that just makes Hereditary even better. I still haven't seen it, but I always knew that Hereditary was just great. As soon as I wikied it, I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And if the music's if the music in it is as good as the music is in this game, then you're in for a good time. I can hear dynamite going off. That is probably Campbell lobbing dynamite off around. Crazy, crazy dynamite throwing crazy man. Whoa, whoa, okay. It's down the road. Behind that box. Gotcha. Got you. That's how you dynamite people, Campbell. You don't aim for it, you just wing that motherfucker. Man, I'm 3-0 at the moment, people. I mean, Codex versus the world. It made me immediately think of 40k codexes. More players means more killing quicker. And the fact that I am on their radar, so they are coming for me, so I need to keep moving. I can't. Oh, there. Whoop. Gotcha. Codex versus the world, you just got set on fire. Oh, there's a guy coming up the stairs on the other side. Go. Whoop. Ah! You got none of, you got what? You got what? You got nothing, fool. Pop that. I shouldn't be drinking the moonshine because that's my ammo for incendiary rounds. Let's see if I can get to that loot chest. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in there? Nothing. Well, 5-0. 5-0. And I don't think it's been counting, so I'm gonna head back to free roam after this because it's not counting at the moment. Midsummer absolutely effed me up. Sorry, my folks. Man, I knew Midsummer was gonna be messed up. You know, after reading Hereditary and then seeing that he got this new film coming out, seeing the connections of how close it is to the Wicker Man. It's like that shit'll mess you up. Hereditary is pretty good, though I'm also loving the Joker soundtrack, like a deconstructed Hans Zimmer Batman Begins soundscape. Oh man, I heard some bad shit about that. Because obviously there's a sequence in the Joker which uses a song made by Gary Glitter. Now for those of you who don't know, Gary Glitter is a imprisoned ex-singer who was done for child molestation back in the 70s, 80s and 90s. And they've used one of his songs in the Joker movie. And because of the legalities of it all, he is going to make money off of that. Ain't that messed up? He's gonna Gary Glitter is going to make money out of it, and you know, be able to, I don't know, just like, why the hell would you? Hey, what the? Don't do it. Oh, yeah, all right. You want some of this? Let's have a hug then. Right. I was gonna hug you. I'll hug you while I was on fire. Thank you. Yeah. He set me on fire, people. He set me on fire. Like, I'm completely justified in the fact that the guy set me up. The guy set me on fire. You know. What are we on? We've got 17 minutes left, and let's check my rolls because I want to see how close I am to getting my level 20 on my bounty hunter. I have a feeling once I've finished. See, I'm almost level 10. I need to get some more stuff to camp. Right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do head to Manzanita post, and we're gonna do a long distance. We're gonna do a delivery. Go on, Campbell. I'll give you a lift. Oh, you got yours. You got yours. Okay. I'm gonna build up my trader before I leave because I'm almost at level. Oh, shit. Like, you okay there, Artex? You okay? You okay? Yeah, it's alright. That's like completely my fault. That was completely my fault. I tried to shortcut your ass. Alright, you gonna get on? Can't get on, can you? Alright, fine. Alright, now I'm stuck. Alright, okay. We'll do that. That works as well. That completely works too. Through the trees. Around the trees. I know that the song probably really works for the sequence in the Joker, but I'm pretty sure you could have used any song in that sequence that didn't have to be connected to a convicted pedophile. Maybe that's just me, but obviously you got to try and think of maybe some of the victims who have suffered the shit from him. If they go and see the film, you know, I mean, the film's delivering a big message at the moment of mental illness. And we certainly do not want it coming across that it's okay to have mental illnesses and do bad things because you know. I don't know if he purposely did it for that reason. They also use that song all the time in American baseball games. I don't think they realise when they put it in the film. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. I don't know if they did it on purpose, since the movie seems destined to rub everyone wrong in a certain way. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, but like I said, the victims of his crimes. I don't know. 187, 150. Yeah, let's do 150. Let's just do a local one.
Well, we make quite the
We
couple,
do make
don't
quite
we?
a couple, Crips.
Not like that. You're far too old for me. Anyway,
Oh,
like I
there's
said,
some
another
sexual
craftsman and
innuendo
salesman.
jokes there. That's
Talking of which,
awkward.
we have a batch ready to go.
What
Got
did
some
Gary
buyers
get for
lined
his
up not
birthday?
far from here.
Me, as a
So,
friend.
over
That's
to
all he
you.
ever needs.
Go make the deal.
No, I cannot tell you the one present that's on the way, because just in case he's listening, there is still one more present that has to turn up, that he's waiting for. But I got him a Wild Stallions t-shirt for his birthday. Because, you know, obviously, we here off the shelf reviews love wearing different t-shirts before each one of our reviews. I'm starting to run low a bit now. I need to buy some more. I'm starting to notice the same t-shirts popping up every couple of weeks, which I'm like, but it's not like I'm running. It's not like I'm massively into cash at the moment, so I should probably go this way and get on the road. We're going to take the road, Campbell, because I don't want to crash. I don't know what other people got him. I think our friend Liam bought him think our friend Liam bought him an upgrade for the Arkham card game that we play, which Gary's been after for a while, so he's got that. His mum and dad probably got him something, probably some crack and hookers. Yes, Supai, chauffeurs love being excellent to each other. That's why I think Arthur left earlier, because obviously I called him out on trying to antagonize people, and I'm like, no, you ain't doing that shit here, I'll call you out on that shit. Like I said, Saturday we're playing our zombie game, so he's probably going to take a lot of fun in killing all of us in that, just because he can. I need to keep an eye out for a duck. Is that a duck? No, it's West Raven. If you see a duck, Campbell, I could do with a duck, but I need to skin it, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, I know full well that Gary went to the cinema yesterday. I think he spent the whole day there, maybe. He said to me he was planning to. He was gonna watch Joker. He was gonna watch Rambo and some other films. Like, he was planning on spending like the whole day there, which I was just like, you lucky bastard. I don't know if he did. I know he definitely went and watched the Joker, so he could talk about that. But has Gary tried the Sinking City yet? I don't think so. I don't know if it's even on his list. Like, I was interested in it because of the Lovecraftian experience. But like what you said there in your comment there, it's a little bit rough around the edges, so I wasn't completely comfortable about buying it brand new. But I'm sure, obviously, at some point we can probably get a cheapy, half-priced version of it pop up in the future, and then pick that up. Yeah, I think he was going to go see Crawl as well. Yeah, wasn't he? No, did he see Crawl? I think he told me last week he'd already seen Crawl. That's a pheasant. Not a duck. That's a duck, not a dick. It's mine. I need the animal fat. There you go. There you go. That's a tough one for you, right? That's a duck, not a dick. What film's that from? Another 10 bonus chauffeur points for anybody who can get that right. I found the address between this address of a topless bar and what appears to be a man's penis. Hey, boss is on it. That's a duck, not a dick. I always love that line. It's reduced to £24 in Argos at the moment. I might get it for him for his Christmas. Or I might not. One of the two. It's an absolutely impossible to overlook the weaknesses. Yeah, I wanted to, because it was the same thing I had with Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. That game was a bit rough around the edges. But I really, really did enjoy playing that. Really did enjoy playing that. Oh, I completely went off the track, didn't I? Went up completely off the beaten track. And it did make me laugh that Gary never completed Dark Corners of the Earth, but I did. I just, you know, I'm a better gamer. Don't tell him that, Gary. I'm joking. Laughing at it. Ha ha ha! I can laugh at my friend. Ha ha ha! Need a duck. I hate leaving challenges half finished. Really fucking. There we go. There's some goods. There you go. That'll build up my trader a bit more. The goods were sold. Oh, sounds like my dishwasher is finished. Right. 8 minutes left. Wow, 15,000 trader points. That might have just put me up to level 10 as trader. Boom! Holy f***ing shocking balls. I did not actually think that was going to happen. Oh man, and have I got enough money? I think I might do. Where is it? 1,000 cash earned from trading. Trader award. Oh, was that 1,000 cash? Yeah. It was. Man, that was badass. I am going to get my... There it is. Oh, man. Hunting wagon. I need 25 bucks. Ugh. Okay. Where's the nearest place I can sell some shit? I need to get this wagon before I come off. I need to head to... I'm going to head to Valentine. I'm going to head to Valentine so I can sell some meat. And I'm going to see if I can keep an eye out for a duck so I can get that as well. I can get my hunting wagon, which will make hunting a hell of a lot frigging easier now because I'll be able to carry more than 2 or 3 frigging animal carcasses. You can just hear it in my voice, can't you? The excitement of being able to get like something new. Like I've been working real frigging hard to get my wagons. I've wanted my wagons for ages. What's that? Is that a duck? No, it's a yellow-billed loon. Need a duck. I want to try down by the water's edge. Is it usually down by the water's edge before I go to Valentine? I'm going to go past Flatneck Station, which means I'm going to get distracted by the fucking pigs. Hopefully there's no pigs. But there's probably going to be pigs, so I best get my goddamn bow and arrow out. So much to do, so little time, you know. Sometimes I wish my son was old enough so that he didn't have to go to school, so I could just make him play this game. Any pigs? Yeah, of course there's pigs. I need the animal facts, obviously I just... Sorry. And I can sell this meat as well while I'm here. So I'm gonna get all this. I love the printed style of catalogs in this game. Yeah, I love the catalogs. Oh shit. A camel's trying to lasso a pig. One of the pigs escaped. Alright, drop this on there before the cops turn up. The cops are going to turn up in a minute, so we're going to have to do this real quick. I got totally distracted by this. Friggin' pig, animal fats, all that kind of shit. Yeah, not that you'll be missed by NASA. I'm always frank and earnest with women. In New York, I'm frank. And in Chicago, I'm earnest. I love that line. Oh man, such a great film. I love anything with Lovecraft. Played the recent game a while back. Yeah, Lovecraft is pretty cool. If you have a look online, I found on Amazon that you can actually get a Lovecraft colouring book, which I thought was cool. Is that your horse? Oh, Campbell, I've just stowed a bunch of pelts on your horse for no other reason than I thought it was my horse. So you can sell them if you want. When's that Q&A, boy? Friday. Josh Creswell. Hey, Josh. I mean, we were talking about Dawn of the Dead earlier, but obviously we'll be talking about Thursday's film review on Friday. As long as the gods allow me to be on. Obviously, I want to be on, but just life comes along. Life finds a way, as Jeff Goldblum says. Life finds a way of coming along, kicking you in the balls and going, hey, you wanted to do that? No. And you're like, alright, okay, fine. I need a duck. Keep an eye out for a duck. Oh, duck. Double-breasted corn man. I don't want a double-breasted corn man. I want a duck. I'm not going to see a duck, am I? It's what I always hear. It's the Red Dead. It's the Grand Theft Auto rules. You know, when you're looking for a car, you can't find it. Come on, duck. Oh, where? I just heard one. Campbell, where did he go? Did you get him? Tell me you got it. Nope. Did you get it? There. Oh yeah, you got it. Ah yes, sweet. Campbell, you are a star. You are a goddamn star, Campbell. Boom. There we go. 3 out of 3 ducks. Right. That's the least of my worries now. Right. Okay. Now we can head back to camp. Now we can head back to Valentine, and I can sell this stuff, and I can buy my wagon, come off, tidy my kitchen, have my lunch, get myself ready to go work, all that kind of stuff. So it's all rush in this game sometimes. You know, you start to do one thing, then you end up doing like 15 other friggin' things. So take care, everyone. See you later. Super high. Have a good day. Yeah, work's a calling, isn't it? No work and no rest for the wicked, is there? It's always just go sometimes. Better go to catch everyone on the flip flop. Make sure to watch In Search of Darkness. You know it. You know I'm going to wiki it as well. So take it easy, Addams Family. You know, while I'm running at the end of doing this, obviously, and I'll be coming off in a few moments anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining me this morning. It's always a really nice. It's always a really good time when obviously the chat fills up and people are just spending the time watching me play and chatting about films and games and and whatnot. I know sometimes it might not. I've said this before. I know that sometimes people look at the notifications come up and go, "Oh God, he's playing Red Dead Redemption again." But I love chatting with you guys. I love getting your insight of films and who you are, where you're from, what you've done. Maybe you like some stuff that we like, maybe you don't.
Okay.
Maybe part of you's just like, hey, I didn't really enjoy that, but I like what your opinion is. I said it earlier. We've all got opinions, and as long as we're not throwing it in each other's face, I'm just selling all this meat, so I've got loads of money left over as well. As long as we're not shoving it in each other's face and telling each other that we're douchebags, we're all cool. So sell that, and that.
Lucky this is popular, how common it is.
Boom. Right, we've got $912, and now here comes Campbell with those other pig pelts. Didn't mean to get my satchel out, meant to get my catalogue out. Where's my catalogue? Workwear trades, trader. Nope. Can I use gold on this? I could use my gold instead and save my money. No, I'm gonna save my gold. I can make money. I can make money again. Gold is hard. Well, I'm wicked and on sick leave, so plenty of rest for a while. Yeah, you lucky. I'd love to be on sick leave. Bitches leave. I wondered who that guy was running up on you there. Campbell, you can, like I said, you got a load of pelts on the back of your horse, so you can sell all that stuff. I'm just going to go get my wagon out so I can have a look at it before I come off. It's always a great time catching these live streams. Cheers, Sergeant Ruffles. Like I said, if one of you can just drop a comment on the video, just saying about how much of a good time you have. There it is. I need vehicle insurance. Can I use my gold? I can use my gold. Got to get that insurance. Cannot just have a wagon out. Make active. There we go. Let's have a look at it. Let's see what this is at. It just makes us feel a little bit better because, it's like people say, you never hear the good comments from people sometimes. A lot of the time you just hear the negative stuff. So, look at it, I got my wagon, yay! Come on, boy. I need to buy new horses as well. I feel like Papa Lazaro wearing this outfit. Hello, Dave. Come on, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Papa Lazaro, that's from League of Gentlemen if you ever get the chance. Hey, Campbell, check out my new wagon. We'll be able to do some hunting together. Do you know what we're doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're gonna trade we're gonna be probably trading the shit out. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's filming day. probably I want to see if I can put stuff on the side of this, because it says you can carry more now, so I can still on the side. Oh wow, he just throws it in. It just goes in there. Oh man, that's gonna be friggin' awesome. You know what? Before we come off, there's always one thing we gotta do before we come off, isn't there? I know Campbell is itching to get it done. So let's do it. Campbell, melee weapons only. He's riding my wagon. He's having fun. So here we go. I actually found out yesterday as well. We saw it on the last video that somebody nailed him with that hammer. Somebody had a hockey mask on. Brinsley, I will be aiming for Friday if you're on for Friday. Obviously, I will be on tomorrow to do my challenges, but probably just be I'll be filming and probably just jumping on quickly. But if you play GTA Online between October 10th and December, you get a hockey mask for this game. Oh shit! You get a hockey mask to wear in this game, and we saw it in the last video. We saw the guy. Oh, what the? Come here! Oh man, that took me to the face. We saw the guy in the bar in Valentine. He had a hockey mask on. I wondered where he got it from, and he must have played GTA and then gone on to there. So I did contemplate doing it, but I just can't be bored. Like, I know I really love this game, but sometimes you can go a little bit too far. So I'm good to not have the hockey mask on. I'm good. But if anybody else has a copy of GTA 5, goes online, plays it, and then comes back onto Red Dead, you will get a rusty hockey mask. Oh, spear! Oh! Come on! Good old fight. Oh! Yeah, come on. You're getting better with that blocking. Ah, fucker. Ah, shit. Shit! Oh, man! Campbell is getting his fucking repels down. Like, if you're really good at this, Campbell, repelling me, you should definitely play friggin' Dark Souls. Where is he? This way. Here he is. He's over there. Alright, let's try. I haven't got it. Just gonna get my machete out. I haven't got it. Artex has got it. Just gonna have to keep the hammer then. Alright, let's pop another one. And let's get that out. Filled up. Yeah, Campbell Odinson. Hammer time! Oh, you fucker. Fist fight ya. Ah, fuck. No! Wrong menu! Oh my god! Go, Campbell. It's your birthday. Go, Campbell. It's your birthday. Like I'm trying to do my stats and he's just beating the shit out of me with his hammer. You know what? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Yeah, what the fuck you gonna do about that, huh? What the fuck you gonna do now, bitch? Yeah. Right. Where is he gonna spawn? He spawned on bowlers. It's the way to go. If you can't fight fair, don't fight at all. Oh, what? He's like, motherfucker, got me again. It's like, yeah. Come on. Okay. Stay still. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. He's running away. Yeah. Okay, we made it free. I made it fair now. What are you going to do? I don't know if it's cheating. I mean, it's no different if I use the lasso on you. I'm still using a melee weapon. I'm just not using it in the same way that you used it. Oh, you got your gun out. You got your gun out. Naughty, naughty Campbell. Alright. Sorry. Okay, that's the last one. I won't tie you up again. Lord Moon, what up, Lord Moon? 2212. Please review Day of the Dead, the whole Nightmare on Elm Street series, and the whole Friday the 13th series. I know full well that at some point in the future we are definitely going to do most of them. I can't guarantee that Day of the Dead will be this week, and I cannot guarantee. Go on, Campbell, get me. Oh, he missed. Oh, nice. Good kill. Good kill. 4-all. And I won it. Nice. So, I want to say thank you all for joining me this morning. I want to say big thanks to my buddy DMC Campbell from New Zealand for fucking, giving me all the backup and help me do all the trading. What's up? How rude of me? No, don't be. It's not rude. I was just WhatsApping you because I WhatsApp every new person that comes in. Well, I WhatsApp everybody who comes in. But obviously, I'm coming off now because I've got to go to work and do family stuff. He's trying to. So do a little bit of dance, do a little dance, make a little love, get down there. I'm gonna say hey you to all you guys. And like I said, thank you all for joining me. I will be, hopefully, as long as the gods provide all of the necessary stuff, I will be on Friday morning to discuss Thursday morning's review. Make sure to catch up the review that should be coming out tomorrow. Rah! Thanks for joining me, Shelfers. I'll catch you next time. Oh shit, I'm on fire!